and welcome back to the Lean Girl YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a vlog all about clean eating and why it seriously sucks for fat loss. Yeah, it sucks. Today I'm going to get a little bit into clean eating. Perhaps you know what it is, perhaps you've tried it, maybe you're doing it right now, maybe you're eating a piece of broccoli as you watch this video, and I'm going to just save you and make your day and tell you why you don't have to eat clean anymore. So I'm going to go through a couple of reasons why it is not a great strategy for fat loss and what you should be doing instead, how you should be eating for, number one, not only more results, but number two, more happiness and bread. Also bread, which is not on the list of clean eaten foods. So before we get into the video, hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my Lean Girl YouTube channel videos where I bring you low calorie, high protein recipes. I bring you weekly vlogs that are going to help you on your lean body journey and just give you all the tips, tricks, secrets that I know that are going to fast track your results, take out the guesswork, and basically teach you the simple and sexy science of how to get lean. So before we get started, hit the subscribe, notification bell, you know what to do. So today is actually a really cold day in Joburg. It's supposed to be spring, but the weather is telling me something else. I think it's global warming. The El Nino has moved everything like a little bit later. So I'm in my room. I actually wanted to do this video in my lounge, which is really warm because I have one of those gas heaters in the wall, but I sacrificed myself for good lighting. I was like, I'll rather get cold, I'll put on a jersey and get some good lighting because there's better lighting in my room. So we're doing the vlog here today. You guys as well, I did a poll on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's the Lean Girl, so you better follow the girl there. And you guys said that you do want more tips and hacks and information vlogs. So here I am delivering right to you this video today on clean eating. So let's get into it. What is clean eating? If you've never heard of it before, it's basically a dieting strategy where people eat only clean, unprocessed whole foods. So no junk food, nothing that's processed. Examples of clean eating foods are your traditional diet foods: chicken, broccoli, brown rice, eggs. What are the other bland foods that you can think of? Yeah, those are all clean eating foods. So foods that have been minimally processed, no additives, no preservatives, those are your traditional clean eating foods. So a lot of people, when they are trying to lose fat, that is a strategy that they opt for in order to try and lose fat. So a lot of the traditional bodybuilding diets include all of these foods, and the problem with this is it is obviously very restrictive and, to be frank, extremely boring and terrible and awful because you are basically eating chicken and rice and broccoli with no sauce. Very important, no sauce. Yes, we love our sauce. And so why a lot of people do this is because, I don't know, it seems like the strategy is to just eat food that tastes so bad you can't eat a lot of it. But actually that's not the theory behind why they do it. But people say, oh, you know, that is a good strategy for fat loss. And today I'm going to tell you why it is not a good strategy. So I have a couple of points that I want to share. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to share some strategies that you should be implementing if you are trying to get lean, if you want to lose fat, if you want to build lean muscle, then this is the video for you. So the first reason why clean eating sucks for fat loss is because, number one, it actually does not guarantee fat loss. Now, if you have watched any of my other videos or have checked out any of my other posts online, you will know that I preach it all the time and I can never say it enough. The only way to lose fat is to balance calories in with calories out. So if you want to lose fat, you need to be eating in a calorie deficit, okay? Now, you can actually still eat a lot of clean foods and still somehow not be in a calorie deficit. If you are including a lot of foods like that are high in fat, to be honest, even a chicken breast is not that low in calories. You can still be going over your calorie budget, which means that all of your hard work and all of your bland, terrible, awful meals are still not going to get you the result that you want. I get asked often, like, Ange, is this food okay? Is that food okay? Guys, all foods are okay to eat. There are no good and bad foods, as long as it's within your calorie budget. So yes, if you eat 1,500 calories of broccoli, or if you eat 1,500 calories of chocolate, your fat loss result, according to the science, will be 100% exactly the same. So, reason number one why clean eating sucks for fat loss is because it doesn't even guarantee you fat loss at the end of the day. Okay, now reason number two of why clean eating sucks for fat loss is it 100% promotes the yo-yo diet binge cycle. Why? Because first of all foods that are remotely tasteful are basically out of bounds. So when you are on your clean eating plan and you're eating a very short list of foods like chicken, broccoli, rice, and eggs, very bland foods, I may add, you are just craving something that tastes reasonably good, but you know all chocolate, ice cream, cake, bread, anything else is totally out of bounds. So what happens? Okay, you have willpower, discipline, and then one day you just can't anymore, and then you eat all the junk food you can see, that you can get your little lips on, and of course, knowing that tomorrow you're going to be back on your clean eating plan, you need to eat all of it today so that tomorrow you can be super good again on your clean eating plan. And as you can see, this is how the diet binge cycle works. You're either being really good or you're being really bad in preparation to be really good. And then when you're really good, you have to be so good, use so much discipline and willpower, and until you can't take it anymore, and then boom, you have a huge binge again. And this cycle is obviously really frustrating because you feel really awful about yourself that you just can't stick to anything for very long. But let me tell you, it's not your fault. Even people with nun-like discipline, okay, you know what a nun is. Where do they stay? The nuns? Anyway, I can't think of the name now. But basically, you can have so much willpower and discipline, but anyone in their right mind cannot stick to that for an extremely long period of time because it is just awful. So reason number two why clean eating sucks for fat loss is it really promotes that serial dieting yo-yo binge diet cycle. And that brings me to my third point. It sucks because it requires so much discipline and willpower to actually stick to it. So your adherence, most of the time for most people, is really, really low. It's low because in real life situations, it is so difficult to eat clean. If you're going to a restaurant, if you're having a celebration, if you're basically just buying food from anywhere that you're not preparing yourself, it's practically impossible to eat these super clean, very specific set of foods. So when there is no room for flexibility, and unfortunately our lives are very unpredictable, so there are many situations where you are not going to be able to eat clean, we then decide, okay, well, we can't have these super clean foods. We either get super anxious and we end up not even wanting to eat in that scenario or situation because, oh my God, we can't, God forbid, there's some sauce on the chicken. Or on the other hand, we just go totally crazy and binge out because we don't know how to make smart decisions that are still going to count towards our goals, but still within some kind of flexibility. So even if you do find that you get some results through clean eating, the next challenge is that it's not going to be maintainable because it is not a long-term sustainable strategy to lose fat. And then the last but not least reason why clean eating sucks for fat loss, well, here are all the reasons. Bread, ice cream, chocolate, wine, chips, I can continue. Those are all the reasons why clean eating sucks, because that means you can't have any of those delicious foods for a very long, well, I mean forever, basically, for as long as you want results and you want results to keep them. So this brings me to my last point. It's totally unnecessary. That is what I love to show you guys through all of the meals that I make, through all of the food that I eat, that you actually do not have to cut out any of these foods. I love to say is that you can have it all, just not all at once. That means if you make it work within your calorie budget, of course you still want to be eating majority whole foods that are not only, you know, getting you to your aesthetic goal, but are making you feel energized, that are making you feel satisfied, that are providing your body with all the nutrients that it needs. And there's still some room to eat all of the foods that you actually really enjoy. And to be honest, I don't eat any foods that I don't enjoy. I don't like just have chicken and broccoli and then like one square of chocolate. All of the foods that I eat are super tasty. I mean, if you head onto my Instagram, you can check out all of my recipes. Perhaps you have signed up to my Lean Girl Kitchen Coach that has all of my awesome recipes where I basically take like your pizza and burgers and all of that jazz and make it really calorie and macro friendly. But anyway, besides for that, you really don't need to cut out all the good things in life to see the results that you want. And as soon as you start realizing that, you will be amazed at the kind of results that you will start seeing. Now, I know that this sounds really scary. For someone like me who has been a serial dieter, I used to think that the more seriously I took my diet, the more restrictive I became. You know, I'm like, are you joking? And you are now telling me I should go and eat all kinds of things that I like when I'm over here actually trying to get lean. Like, clearly you don't understand. I do understand, and I'm basically telling you that you need to go against your natural instinct, that restrictive nature that is telling you to cut out everything. Guys, we need to realize that we can't keep on doing the same thing and expecting a different result. The more restrictive you become, the less results you end up getting. It's this crazy, weird mental shift. When you allow yourself all of these foods, obviously within your calorie budget, which is key, which I say over and over again. I'm not just saying go and eat a whole lot of junk food and stuff yourself and go absolutely crazy. What I'm saying here is that you need to find a way to be flexible, to enjoy a lot of, yes, wholesome, whole foods that are maybe not so processed, but still create delicious meals, firstly. And second of all, plan in within your calorie budget foods that you love, foods that make you happy. And guess what? You won't need half the amount of willpower or discipline to actually stick to your plan. And what does that mean? You're going to stick to your plan for so much longer. And what does that mean? You are going to end up with the results that you want. Okay, so 2 things that I want you to do after watching this video. So number 1, if you don't understand calories in versus calories out, that is the first thing that I need you to understand. So you need to understand what your daily calorie budget is based on your goal, whether it is to lose fat, whether it is to maintain your weight, or whether it's to gain lean muscle. I have a calorie calculator, which I'll put in the bottom of this video, where you can actually figure out how many calories you should be eating. I then also have some cool free resources if you want to start learning about the calories in versus calories out and how you could use that to create a flexible fat loss plan. Well, of course, maybe it's not fat loss that you're after, but whatever your goal is, work on a flexible plan within those calories, which includes, of course, lots of delicious and nutritious foods. If you need some inspiration, head to my Instagram, because we are going to take chicken and broccoli to the next level, like creamy chicken, broccoli, baked deliciousness. And then you are going to put a plan together that includes all of the delicious foods. I got really distracted there by my chicken and broccoli baked thoughts. And then you are going to include some of the other foods that you've always thought to yourself are out of bounds. And it is amazing how that mind shift, when that happens, you don't need 4 slabs of chocolate to feel satisfied. When you work it into your calories, you can have your chocolate, then you move on to your next meal and you're absolutely fine. And the results are going to be better. You are going to stop feeling frustrated. You are going to get out of that dieting binge cycle, and you are going to build your leanest body ever. That is a guarantee. You can, number 1, have the results that you want, And number 2, you can enjoy every single meal that is going to get you there. And that, in a nutshell, is what I call the lean girl lifestyle. You know, it's about being able to enjoy all of the good things in life, and of course, still building a body that you love to live in, building a lean body, a strong body, a fit body, a body that you feel proud to walk around in. And that is what I want for each and every one of you. So I hope that this video on clean eating gave you a couple of tips and ideas on what you should be doing and how you should be eating if you want to lose fat. And I hope that I've convinced you that clean eating is certainly not a fantastic strategy if you want to get lean and you want to maintain those results for the rest of your life. And last but not least, if you want some help on how to start eating in a way that is going to get you lean in a way that you love, head to my website. I've got a ton of free resources as well as some awesome programs that can help you and teach you step by step everything that you need to know on how to get lean. Otherwise, if you hope that you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, please. It really helps to support my channel. And of course, leave me a comment down below as well with any questions that you may have, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover in future vlog videos. I am all ears and I love to hear you guys' ideas and questions. That's it from me and here on the Lean Girl YouTube channel. Much love to you all. Is that, need to check my notes, but it is like blah 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 within your lifestyle, and I'm talking a lot of nonsense today.